Welcome to historic Indianola.
Just a bit of Texie dust.
Indianola, Texas was one of the historic ports here in Texas. In fact, if you descend from Germany, chances are your ancestors came through the port of Indianola. The Great Camel Experiment. No immigrants arriving in Indianola were quite as exotic as the 75 camels that came ashore in 1856 and 1857 from Algeria, Tunisia, Egypt, and Turkey. As early as 1836, politicians, diplomats, and the military were considering the importation of camels for the use in North America's desert wastelands. In 1853, Secretary of War Jefferson Davis, a man familiar with harsh desert conditions, proposed to Congress the use of camels as pack animals in the desert Southwest. Congress approved the request on March 3, 1855. After a 3-month voyage from the Mediterranean, the Fashion entered Matagorda Bay on May 13, 1856, and landed the camels at the wharf at Paderborn. 34 camels ranging from Bactrians, 2-humped variety, Arabians, 1-hump variety, and a hybrid cross between the two came ashore. Many residents of Indianola recalled the unusual sight of the camels being led through the streets. By February 1857, a second government shipment of 41 camels arrived in Indianola. Military camel caravans carrying supplies became more common in the Texas Hill Country between the camels' home camp of Verde and San Antonio. The camels, along with traditional livestock, were used in the summer of 1857 to survey the Great Wagon Road between Arizona and California, now known as Route 66. The camels were also used in 1859 and 1860 for reconnaissance in West Texas, surveying routes to the U.S.-Mexico border. In 1861, upon the outbreak of the Civil War, all U.S. military assets, including the camels, came into the possession of Confederate troops, and after the war, the camels were auctioned off. And then here they have erected just a little still structure, a silhouette of a soldier and the camel. That's really interesting. It's just neat, living where history is alive still. It's neat to come out, like we're literally not 10-15 minutes from our house. And this is cool. They have some lovely picnic tables out here because you are very, very close to Magnolia Beach. Indianola and Magnolia Beach are pretty much the same area. And it is a busy little road because everybody loves to come out here on their lunch break, especially when it's beautiful weather like today. We haven't seen beautiful weather in a while. And here's just a little more brief history of Indianola that only lasted until 1886. They had their first really bad hurricane in 1875, rebuilt, and when a second one happened in 1886, well, they didn't rebuild after that one. And my handy dandy cameraman was with me today.
Hey! Come back, wherever you are! Oh!